Hello, namaste. Once again, we are here today on Talk Tuesday program. I'm Vinod Thapa, team leader and senior counselor working in AECC Global since 2015. So today we are here to discuss why do we want to student has to study in Australia, and we'll be covering so many questions which are frequently asked by the students, and we'll try to cover all areas. So, and we are together here.
Hi, my name is Manju Tamang. I am working here as a senior education consultant. I have been in this industry for almost 6 years now. We are here together to address your queries. You might have many questions regarding Australia and the education journey while you are studying in Australia. So we are going to cover a few topics related to it.
So basically, students are always in dilemma either they have which destination they have to choose for their higher education, and we does cover all the areas that why a student has to consider Australia as a study destination, and what are the factors that they had to determine and consider while doing their research for pre-screening for making Australia as a study destination. Australia, whenever a student would like to go for their desired program, they goes through their research, and they come across with the course that they want to study, and they find in Australia as well. But the destination is always confused. So I would like to cover a few areas why to study in Australia. Australia is one of the very famous study destination as present for Nepalese students, and thousands of students are pursuing their higher educations and even the diploma and BEd courses in Australia currently. And we have also come across with the success stories about the students who have finished their degrees in Australia and working in the relative field. Australia provides various scholarship opportunities for the deserving students, ranging from, let's say, 10% to 100% also. And while you study in Australia, you have rights to work as well. So it shows like while studying, you will have certain limitations of working rights as well. So that may help you to gain experience in related field, or also may help you to cover your living expenses as well. So Australia is the English speaking country, no language barrier. You can easily communicate in English, and the Nepalese communities is also in high ratio in Australia, which would also help students to adjust to the environment as well. As Australia is a multiculturally developed, and various ethnicities and different races and caste people from the globe are also studying and living in Australia. You also have an opportunity to interact with each other, and also it helps to exchange the cultural and various religious and traditions as well. Considerably, living cost in Australia is not that high and not that expensive. It's lower than, I guess, in UK and USA, or let's say in Canada. So students can easily afford their living cost of living as well in Australia. So it's not always about going Australia and gaining degree and doing things that may come around your way, but it's this is also like an opportunity to gain exposure that may change your life that may give the extra turn to your life as well. So international exposure is what a student needs to move ahead for their career ahead. And generally, a student who studies, let's say, 3 years bachelor degree or 2 years master degree programs, or even research or PhD program, they will get post-study work rights of 2 years in the cities. And recently the government has announced that the student can also get extra 1 year post-study work opportunity in the regional areas as well. Wide choices of subjects is one of the important factor that student has considered studying in Australia. Like student can choose any subject that they wish to pursue in Australia. It might be related to fashion, film or animation, or let's say creative industries, communication technologies, engineering, genetics, biology, and like various others, public health, and many other areas, aviation, so transportation engineering. So various courses are there. Like if you are from, let's say, arts background, humanities background, or business or IT or engineering or health areas, you will not have to worry to find your related desired program in Australia. So that is also one of the reasons that the student would like to go over there. And Australia provides a globally recognized degree, and the degree gained from Australia would be highly appreciated and has a global recognition value, so that it might help to develop your resume as one of the strongest factor for making yourself competent for the desired professional career ahead. So the diversified students are in Australia, so you'll have to study in a classroom with from various other destinations. So you'll get an excellent opportunity to interact with each other. And weather is also not that bad. Like if Nepalese student can easily adjust with the Australian climate and weather, so adjustment would not be that be a big problem. So regarding quality assurance, Australian government has implemented like AQF, Australian Qualification Framework, and Education Service for Overseas Students, and Tuition Protection Service. These are the different framework that helps and integrates and protects the rights of the international students, so which you may not have to worry for your paid tuition fees and the proposed degree program until you finish it there. So I would say yes, not that bad. Like Australia can also be one of the best study destination among others. So yes, and scholarships. Let's talk about a scholarship a bit. There are a lot of scholarships that Australia offers, right?
Yes.
So ma'am, can you please talk a bit about that?
Yeah, we have scholarships ranging from 10% to 100%, as Vinodji said, right? But it completely depends on your academics as well as your extracurricular activities as well, right? So we do have scholarships up to 100%. Now that we are going on a student visa, academics and IELTS is the minimum criteria to study in Australia. Different universities have different criteria based on the faculty that you would be applying for, let that be management, social work, nursing, science, engineering, IT. So it completely depends on the university and the course that you are going to apply for, right?
Yeah. True. Actually, like most of the students from science background, they get confused. Like which area? Let's say an 10+2 student who has done with 10+2 science biology, and they're very confused either which area to continue. Most of them would come saying that I would like to go for nursing. Right.
Mostly nursing.
Nursing.
Right.
And there are other portion of students who would say like, I don't want to go for nursing and health science studies, but I would like to go for IT.
Right.
But we have faced that a lot of Australian education providers would be seeking different criteria about what they have studied under grade 11 and 12. And either those subjects that they have studied would make them qualify for the IT programs or not.
Right.
So basically, there are wide ranges of education providers that they can choose from IT to health course or nursing as well.
And early childhood education as well.
Recently early childhood education program has been moving up. A lot of concerns by international students are
Right.
moving towards early childhood
Early
education.
childhood
as well.
education, right.
So science faculty students can go for like engineering. Let's say if they have studied under plus 12 with biology and they would like to go for IT, yes, they can also go for IT, but with the very limited education providers
right.
that we know and we will place accordingly.
Yes.
And genetic engineering and computer science engineering, computer science, data science, artificial intelligence, and
Right.
these other areas are also going up. So we have seen recently that students have been very much interested toward data science and business information system as well.
Yeah. And business analytics
also.
Yeah.
So
Cybersecurity.
So
Yes.
science student can always have to choose wide range of subjects as well. So basically, let's say similarly when after bachelor degree, right? Bachelors of science with chemistry or
majors.
physics or let's say biology, microbiology. Different majors can also go for varieties of subjects. Let's say Masters of Public Health, Masters of Biotechnology, Master of Science with chemistry or physics or various other major subjects. And also few of the, like we have come across with few students with physics major has also gone with the IT. Masters of
Yes, Masters of IT, right. And we do have good internship opportunities as well. From few universities give 10 weeks and few 12 weeks, and few even have paid internships as well. Yes, so these internships. This is the moment where student will have a real-time experience working in Australia, which would further add on to his CV and which would create great career opportunities while he's working in Australia or if he wishes to come back to Nepal.
Yeah, so I would say like getting internship opportunity through the chosen program is turning point to them.
Yes.
They'll get an opportunity to enhance their various skills like decision making, critical thinking, problem solving, and it will also help you to groom yourself. It might change the way you are actually. So, and we have also been hearing from our students that we have sent in Australia that they got selected for the job positions through internship.
Yeah, most of the students they have that. Yeah.
So let's talk about visa policies. So actually, Australian student visa keeps on changing. Policy keeps on changing. The trend we can see, like if a student gets, if we are getting massive numbers of visas, let's say in one intake, that might go fall in next intake. So it is like we're not that expert to predict or say with accuracy that the visa policy and decision would be this or that.
Right.
But if one thing is sure, we never give visa guarantee. That's for very sure. And the policies keeps on changing on. So should not be a problem for a student who has a sound academic profile and sound financial capacity. And GTE actually, the genuine temporary entrant criteria is met by the university assessment, so would not be a problem, I guess.
Yes.
Right? So, ma'am, let's talk a few things more about post-study work. What after finishing degree?
Yeah, as Vinodji said, generally you will have 2 years of work permit after completion of your course. You need to have a bachelor's at least of 2 years. Ideally, most of the students go for 3 years bachelor's and then there is 2 years of master's. So
very few would go for bachelor's degree in honors with
4 years. Yeah,
but depends upon the course
and students' interest, right? So, but these days, if a student is studying in a regional area like Toowoomba or Ipswich or Ballarat, Geelong, Adelaide,
so the various regional area.
Yeah.
If they studies in there as government has prescribed as being a regional area, then they will get extra 1 year post-study work opportunity as well.
Right.
So, to summarize, why student has to study abroad, and on top of that, why Australia? we have covered like why they have to study or they want to study in Australia. We are not like, we do not want a student to go abroad living country, but what as per our personal experience, it's always better and better good to have a qualification that has a global recognition and global value.
Right.
There is no any obligations, there is no any compulsion that you have to live your rest of life in abroad. What we'd like to say, if you are really financially sound and academically sound, and that you want to hold an international degree, then only I would say go at least for your higher education, stay there, learn there, bring those all techniques, those all knowledge that you gain from there and utilize back in our country. So we still need a lot of skilled manpower. We still need a lot of qualified and diversified and talented, and we can develop country not only yourself but also our country. So we'd like to request if you are thinking about studying in Australia, yes, we are always here to support and help you as always, as thousands of students has got a success story to AECC Global. We would also be saying to support and help you for like we did in the past.
Yes.
So July intake is already very near actually, and we are running so tight, and like this is a very rush hours for July. If you are thinking about putting in applications for July intake, or let's say after that there is August, September and November, even February intake. If you would like to put an application in any of them,
then they can start.
They can start, right? Still, not all the providers, but there are still few providers, education providers. You can put application for still with July or August. August, September is fine. They have enough time.
Yes.
So we would like to request you actually come at the AECC Global if you're thinking to study in Australia. Explore us, get to know us, and feel the difference.
Yeah, and why AECC Global? Because we believe in ethical counseling.
Yeah.
We understand the needs of the students, his financial obligations, where he's coming from, and based on his criteria, we provide him the best suited university or
and
the college.
Course.
Right.
We're not. We always actually ask a student to choose your career and path in your own way. We're just helping you.
Right.
Nothing more than that. We'll guide you. Maybe like you might have chosen a wrong subject based upon your interest and your career goal, or you may are running out of track for analyzing your goals and career after your intended degree. Then we are always there to analyze, screen and support you. So we'd like to request you once, please. We are at AECC Global, and where are you? So please come and see us, and let's talk more about counseling and education. Thank you so much.
Thank you.